Welcome to my channel again. It's your girl Rose with another video, and this time we're going to talk about Cardi and Stefon Diggs. So before we get into the video, let's go ahead and do our fun little TikTok compilations, and I'll meet you at the end and we'll chat a little bit more. Let's go.
Nah, I genuinely feel bad for Stefon Diggs because not only did he lose the Super Bowl, but he also lost Cardi B. Because after he lost the Super Bowl, Cardi B unfollowed him on Insta, and so did Stefon Diggs with Cardi B. So people are wondering if they broke up, and it looks like they did. I mean, the whole internet is clowning Diggs. He had 3 catches for 37 yards. And on top of that, he lost Cardi B. And I know this man Offset is so happy seeing this happen, because we all know he was preying on Cardi B's downfall. Nah, but this is crazy though, because Cardi B apparently spent $1.2 million of her own money during the Super Bowl to celebrate Stefon Diggs. She invited over 100 friends and family from both sides to celebrate Stefon Diggs going to the Super Bowl just for him to lose. I'm pretty sure Stefon Diggs is going to court. I don't know if that had something to do with the breakup. Now the whole situation is crazy, bro. They broke up and they have a kid together. They just had one like a few months ago.
A few moments later. A few moments later. A few moments later. A few moments later.
I'll be mad too. So yesterday, Cardi B unfollowed Stefon Diggs. He unfollowed her, and they got a lot going on right now. Now, Cardi left during halftime because of this woman right here. Now, if you don't know who this is, she's been on the blogs plenty of times because this is one of Offset's mistresses. That's who that is. And she's also King Von, I Am Kayla B, best friend. Now look, it's like she know what she doing. This is the stuff she was posting on her story. And if I'll be mad because it's just like, where's the loyalty? You front row, you next to his mama. He hugged you, he shook your hand before he shook his mama hand. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. And then you just so happy to flaunt it around. I ain't even mad at Cardi. I just know Offset is cackling right now. I just know he laughing right now because it's just like, you left me to go be with the same man that's doing the same shit as me. I know he laughing. I really, really, really hope Cardi stand on business though. I really do. Because how many times you gonna let these men play in your face? And the baby mama was there at the Super Bowl. He keep playing with Cardi. We all know how this gonna end.
So his mama's next to this girl that people think is his side chick. I don't know if it's a baby or whatever. And supposedly Cardi was just like, fuck all this shit, man. This is too much, right? Whatever. There's some more info on it, but who cares? I know y'all don't care about it that much. Here's my thing. Now, granted, I don't know nobody, right? I don't know really what's going on. I would never ask Cardi, even though, you know, me and her, we've always been cool. But I wouldn't ask her about her personal business. I'm only commenting on anything I see publicly. I got no horses in the race. I do not give a fuck. Right? What I would generally say is if Cardi B broke up with Stefon Diggs for this, I am disappointed at Cardi B. Honestly. Really. And I'm being realistic with this. The reality is this. Yo, Cardi. And if it's not true, forgive me because I'm just speaking on what we're all seeing online. Cardi, it's no way you could stay with a nigga who had 5 kids on you in a single year And because he invites a side chick to the game, that's the final straw. Come on, bruv. At least give the nigga a year of. You just had a kid with him. Just had a kid with him despite all of that. At least give the nigga a grace period of a year cheating. Let him cheat for a year. Let him wild out for a year. You let Offset wild out for a good couple of years. Yeah, let him wild out for a year or two. Come on. You can't forgive 5 kids. And then the nigga invited side bitch to the Super Bowl and it's a wrap. Shit don't even make sense. No, you should have cut this shit off when he had the first baby on the side. Come on. Let a nigga get a good year to do his cheating, do his thing, cut up. You feel me? Of course, when you see the bitch, you're supposed to slap him. I get it. Of course. You do your thing, Cardi. You'll get them brims to jump him. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, that's the vibes. But you got to let my man cheat in peace for at least a year. It's no reason why you should have known all this, had a child with him, after 6 kids he brought into the world with other women. And now he probably didn't even invite Shorty. His mom probably invited her because she's just probably a good friend to the mom. Can't break up with him for this.
I am so glad that I get to talk about them, and I'm so glad I started my YouTube channel just in time for me to actually have a conversation about those two, because I've always wanted to have a conversation about those two. Nobody believed that they were going to last, and everybody knew that they were not going to make it, based on how the relationship started and based on how fast everything went with them. And the fact that she was like, my man, my man, my man, my man, and he was mute. Every now and then he would drop her name and then that was it. But yeah, that worked out exactly how everybody thought that it was going to work out, and nothing more and nothing less. And yeah. And it's fun. Sorry, I literally completely sweated out my hair with working out and whatnot, and having my 4C hair and trying to manage it. It's something else, especially if you're working out in the process. So, and it's reverting back to his natural form. It's the work of a lifetime. Okay, that's me putting it as gently as possible. And don't be distracted by my pimple here. I've been going on a sugar binge. Like, I need to stop with my sugar. Honestly, I do. But I am so addicted. I am trying to be more healthy, and I'm trying to find healthy ways to eat the sugar versus unhealthy way. I'm doing great, but it's still a work in progress, and my face tells me when I've been failing. Gotta love your face. Love my face for that. It's like, girl, I know. Let's not talk about it. And I actually do need a facial too. Enough about me. Enough Miami. Okay, enough about me. Let's continue to talk about that relationship. And I'm going to use this moment before we do our TikTok compilation about the subject and review a few things. Girls, your aesthetic is going to dictate who you're going to attract. Cardi B had no choice but to end up with Stefon Diggs or a man like him, and she's gonna continue to end up with a man like him because of her aesthetic. Even me. Like, I used to be smaller in my model days. I used to be smaller in my model days. Size 0. And then a few years back, I was like, I'm tired of being a size 0. Let me gain some weight. Let me, like, because this body is attracting so many guys, I want to take this time to not be too male-centered or anything like that and just be about me, which this is what Cardi B needs to do. And now that I'm healed and I'm okay and I'm doing better, I've realized that this body of mine is attracting the men that I don't want. And you have to be honest with yourself. Like, I'm thicker, my boobs are plumper, my ass is plumper, and I'm losing weight because I'm like, I don't want to end up with you. But the only way I'm not going to end up with you, no offense, the type of men that are literally just going to use me, I need to change. And Cardi B had the perfect time to come up when she was coming up to do that, because the industry was giving her a Cinderella story. She came from being a stripper. She built herself up by herself, and she was a man in the Grammy. Remember, she was wearing that white dress. And I was like, oh, this is very Cinderella, girl. They're giving you their Cinderella story. Go for it. Forget the ghetto-ness. And then she threw the shoe at Nikki. And I was like, oh, she's not going to forget her ghetto-ness. Her mindset is set into ghetto. So she is going to, like, all the blessing that was given to her, she is going to slowly, surely lose it. Right? The thing with blessings is blessing always requires evolution. Blessings always require evolution. You have to evolve as a being for your blessings to continue to bless you. If you don't, what's going to happen is that, like many stars, many athletes, many stars before you, you're going to end up broke. Right? The 8 or 12 months she's been with Stefon Diggs, she's lost money. Her business has never been the same. She spent $1 million to do an after a party that never really happened. When Cardi B is not a child anymore. She's 33 years old. At this stage of your life, you have to look at your life as a business. If you didn't do it in your 20s, you're going to have to do it in your 30s or 40s. Look at your life as a business. How do I run my life as a business? Are you an asset to me, or are you a problem to me? You are a problem to me. Go. I hope that she breaks up with this man and doesn't come into the toxicity of makeup to break up, makeup to break up, makeup to break up nonsense. Now, Cardi B has a problem with attention. Remember when she was with the Upset? I hope that I don't call him up to cheat, but Upset. When she was so upset, the only time she would get mad at him is when he wasn't giving her enough attention. And the moment that he gave her attention, she was okay, right? So I'm wondering if this is the same pattern that she's doing with Stefon Diggs, is that she is trying to get his attention, and because she's not getting his attention, she's mad. But the moment that if he decides that he wants to give her attention, would she come back to him? That's the question. Now, they both unfollowed each other. on Instagram. So I wonder if Stefon is the type of man that's gonna be like, I don't mess with you anymore, and I'm showing you I don't mess with you anymore. I don't want you in my life anymore. And now they have a baby to navigate. Oh, the ghetto-ness. Oh, the ghetto-ness. It's insane. It's insane. So, girls, it's so important for us to be mindful of who we let in our body, and especially or in the world, who we let in our body or in the world. It's so important. Even if you're trying to get your lip back, is it that important to get your lip back by having another partner, or is it more important to get your lip back by getting a bigger bag, getting your business in track, and then waiting for the right partner to show up for you? Right? Like, a lot of people were saying that Cardi B ended up with Stefon Diggs to show Offset that she can get guys too. And I think part of it is true, because Cardi B has like, I don't want to say body dysmorphia, but I think she has a very low self-esteem because of how people treat her and her day-to-day life. People, especially on the internet, actually, they remind her that she is not the baddest looking girl, even though in her song, like, she's like, I'm bad, I'm this, I'm that, In her song, she says that. I think she says that a lot in her songs to remind herself that she is that girl, right? I remember her saying that, if I was cheating on Offset, if I was cheating on Offset, the guy that I would date would, or I'm messing with, I'm Cardi B, nobody would keep it quiet. But you know what happened? She was messing with Stefon Diggs, and he didn't say a thing, not a thing about her. So no, Cardi B, the men that you're dating or you're sleeping with are not going to brag about you. And I think that was like a kind of a slap on her face already. That was like the first slap on her face. Because remember, the first person that brought up the subject that she was with Stefon Diggs was DJ Academic. At the beginning of the video, remember when DJ Academic said, I have access to Cardi B, I could have called her blah blah right now. I'm choosing not to. I'm wondering if Cardi B is the one, and it's possible that she never said to DJ Academy that, hey, can you lick this? It's possible that they were having a conversation, but knowing that it's his job to report on stars. So if you're gonna have a conversation with him, he's most likely going to divulge the conversation or give a hint of what the conversation entailed or may have said, like what happened between you and him. So I think that's what happened. And she was the first one to claim him in that way. Not directly, but indirectly. Because I think she was surprised that he wasn't bragging, oh yeah, I'm sleeping with Cardi B kind of situation. So now the plot, everything makes sense. Everything makes sense. And how she was so into that man. She kind of worked in a way to make sure that the world knew that she was messing with that man, when that man literally from the beginning did not want to claim her. Publicly, at least. And here we are. We're having a very ugly fight. Now, we're going to see how ugly it's going to be, or if she's going to learn. No, she's not going to learn. I stopped having hope for that girl a long time ago. When she first came into the scene, I was like, oh, good for her. I always applaud girls that are trying to elevate themselves. And then the moment I realized that she wasn't about to elevate herself and she wanted to stay in that ghetto mindset, I said to myself, okay, well, it's done. I'm not going to go for you. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to be there for you, girl. You're on your own. And the fact that I don't consider her to be black, so that's another story altogether. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like my channel. Until the next episode, guys. Bye.